Hey everybody, Adam Small here again from My Music Masterclass, and today we're here with another keyboard from Donner. This one's called a DEP20. Now, this is a portable digital piano, unlike the console stand piano I have back here. That's a DDP100 from Donner. So the DEP20 is 88 keys. It has fully weighted action. It comes with a sustain pedal, and it has some other features as well. I don't want to get into too many details here because I sent this keyboard to my good friend and also my West Coast counterpart from My Music Masterclass, and his name is Jake Moses, and he's going to be doing the review from Los Angeles. So, take it away, Jake.
So I got this Donner DEP20 digital piano, and from about $380 to maybe $450, it's really amazing. It reminds me a lot of the wooden style DDP80, like the same kind of feel. So you get a nice heavy weighted 88 key system that's really good for students. And for people trying to get back into piano that haven't played in a while. Builds up your dexterity a lot quicker. One thing I do notice about Donner, like power buttons, is you have to hold them down. It's like that on the wooden one too. So, you know, give it a 1 to 2 count to turn on and off. I thought this was kind of cool. It has a dual headphone system. That's like a fun teacher-student kind of thing. You have the standard actual speakers in the front, which is pretty awesome. You also have speakers on the bottom, which I thought was super cool. And as we kind of check everything out, it's all pretty standard, like everything's kind of clear. It definitely has way more options than the DDP80, but that was made more for just one sound. So I get why they don't have those features on that piano. 88 keys, it's weighted, it's got that feel it's harder than most digital pianos, which I really like more and more each time I play it. I've personally never liked keyboards because it just doesn't feel like a piano at all to me. So I just really like the weight of these keys. It just feels nice. Great little pedal that comes with it. What I actually really like about it is it's got, rubber feet. It actually works better than most. It doesn't slide around as much. And this is like a very, slippery kind of wood floor that I have. So one USB is just to go MIDI, obviously. And then the other one, you could actually plug in like an MP3 player. You could do a USB stick, and it actually has an MP3 control button. So that's kind of cool. You could also, with that input, you can plug in any audio source and kind of have it play through the speakers on the piano, which I think is really, again, great for teacher-student type stuff. So with this keyboard, unlike the DDP80, you have a lot of sounds, And I think everyone through history is familiar with all these sounds. Your organs, your weird like xylophone, and it sounds very MIDI. It's like basic sounds that have been in keyboards forever. Some of them are kind of cool. I mean, the piano sound is kind of all that I have need for. But what I do like about this is it has sound effects, which is kind of funny. You got like a dog sound, you got bubbles, you got doors, screams, you got laughs. I don't know, maybe you might need these. You never know. I mean, me as a video editor, I have to go get sound effects. Maybe I'll start using this thing instead of paying for a library. You never know when someone brings up Edgar Allan Poe or something like that. You need a heartbeat. Done some weird gigs in my life. That could happen. So yeah, you can get lost in all these effects. You end up, in like way deep in the bank. But to get back to the default grand piano, you just kind of give it a little double click for that button. Gets you right back. So here's something I would probably use this for with practice. You know, everyone has metronomes on their phones and stuff, but it is kind of easier to have it on the unit itself. Here's like an exercise I would do at just 2-5-1s, voicings, and you kind of just go through 6 keys, and then you do the other 6. This would default to this rhythm. Nice and simple. You can mess with the tempo, all that stuff. Then maybe you want to go up to 130, give that a little adjustment. This was kind of cool. It has a record and playback button. So you just kind of set it up. It'll go with the metronome, hit record. Then you just play it back. That could be really useful for songwriting instead of plugging in your whole studio and all that jazz. So this is just like a touch button. I don't think anyone would really have much use for it, but you never know. You take the touch off. Then you would take it to soft. Then you could set it to hard. That's just, I don't like it. It actually messed with my head a little bit. So yeah, I would just put it back to normal, keep it on normal. So this is always fun. I mean, you get different beats. It kind of gives you a little playback track to play with, which I think is awesome. And you know, I've had keyboards like this back in the day, and it sounds pretty good. You know, nothing crazy. They're not trying to reinvent the wheel with that or anything. It's just basic playback. So there's different styles you can click through. You know, there's like a ton, and it is kind of hard to scroll through. I don't think there's any like shortcut where you could type in a number or anything. So you just gotta kind of, you know, luckily in the manual, it has a list of what is what. So you could just, you know, go to that number as fast as you possibly can. Once you find something you like, you can mess with the tempo. I like the pop ones, are kind of cool, but they're pretty high up there. So you gotta press, you know, hey, you should be used to pressing things. You're playing piano. So whatever, use your fingers, you know? So yeah, you get to like 199, you go back to 0, which is nice. You don't really have to go too crazy with it. So yeah, if you do want to do something like that, say you have a chord progression you want to mess with, you pick your rhythm, you pick your tempo, and then you can hit sync. So then it'll start right when you hit your downbeat. course, when there's rhythms like that on a keyboard, you could also have like the figure bass type chord thing. To my knowledge, you could only just do major chords, so I would just stick to like 1, 5, and 4, 1, 4, and 5, whatever, you know, keep it simple. But yeah, you can cycle through different sounds and it'll kind of like put it in that style. Again, this is all, you know, technology we've known about for a while, and it could be helpful. It could be fun. You as a student, just a little more interested in what you're doing. You know, doing scales and arpeggios gets a little boring, so it's fun to just be able to hit some buttons and have a little fun.
Okay, we're back here in New York, and as you can see, my cat has made it into yet another video because he just wouldn't stop meowing to come in here. Would you? Anyway, as you can see from the video and you can hear, Jake really enjoyed it. He really enjoyed the keyboard, especially for the price. And about the price. In the video, Jake mentions a range of different prices, and a lot of that has to do with, there's actually 2 variations of this product. One of the variations is just the keyboard by itself, and one is with a stand, right? But what I saw on Amazon is if you're just getting the keyboard, it looked like it was $329 as of the filming of this video. And there's also a coupon that I could even apply at this moment, making it about $309 or something like that. So it's really inexpensive for a weighted keyboard, you know, a digital piano, or even if you want to use it as a MIDI controller, which Jake highlighted in the video. Essentially, you can listen to what Jake made with headphones or good monitors and hear for yourself what this thing actually sounds like and decide if it's something that you want and that'll help you in your studio or with your practice. As for Jake and I, we totally recommend this thing. This portable digital piano / MIDI controller / whatever you want to do with it. Seems to be a really, really good deal in this segment of, you know, portable digital pianos / MIDI controllers. With that being said, Jake and I and Pony all hope that you got something out of this video and enjoyed it. And we hope it helped inform your decision if you're looking for a portable piano in this price range. So for now, that's it. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment, ask any questions you want, and see you next time.